Nowadays, boys, especially boys, don't believe in safe sex because they kind of like say, whenever you want us to have safe sex, it means that you're cheating on me or you have another boyfriend or something like that. And they kind of like have that belief that it's not going to be nice and it's not going to be fun. Yeah, I don't know all of that because I'm not doing it. But the thing is, if you don't practice safe sex, there are consequences that are going to follow. And the boys, what they intend to do is that whenever the consequences come up, they always know that they're going to run away. And then you're going to face the consequences on your own. So as a girl, you have the responsibility and the right to say something to that boy. And you have to stand up for yourself. If either that boy doesn't want to do so, you have to get out of that relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it might be difficult moving from this relationship because first of all, you love this guy. Secondly, let's say he's a virgin breaker. So it's not easy to say, no, baby, I'm not fun because you don't want to have sex. You don't want to practice safe sex. So it's not easy for girls because sometimes we are looking from confidence, and respecting ourselves. It's like you want to respect the other. You put the other person first before yourself. So for us girls, I feel the pity for us because we do these things. Sometimes abazali bethu told us that it's like if you're having sex, not safe sex, you are going to be pregnant, and then you don't see that happening to you. You just had that no, not me, I can't be pregnant, I'm still young. But it is happening. So sometimes it's not easy moving from this relationship because even if from this man, the other is going to tell me the same thing.
That's the thing. You think the other one is going to tell you the same thing. The person is going to have to accept you for the person that you are. Not because he wants to change you into being someone else. He has to accept you. Otherwise, there is no turning back when the consequences come up. Because when you're maybe you're HIV positive, it's not going to be easy for you to face that, and it's not going to be easy for you to go and test in order to find out whether you're HIV or not. And whenever you are HIV positive, you're not going to want to live that life of being HIV positive. So it's rather better if you stand up right now and prevent that from happening rather than saying, if I had done this a long time ago. So it's better to say, no, I'm not going to do this because the consequences are going to be this. So you have to prevent something coming from a very far away.
Just all starts when you get a nice relationship with your mom and your parents. If you can talk to her about everything, because if your boyfriend asks you to do this, and then you can come to your mother or your father to tell you, my boyfriend wants you to do this and that, and it all starts on real love and communication, trust, and loyalty.
If you're a girl, you usually listen to your friends from their point of view on what they're saying. If they're having sex and they're always like, if you're chatting, always talking about their boyfriends and you don't have one, you go out there and look for one. And then when you do find one, you tell them that, and they're like, let's say maybe you're a virgin. And then they are no longer virgins. And when they are talking and chatting, you feel left out. And then you just feel like and if your boyfriend wants to have sex, you feel pressured and then you do it.
Yeah, and with this parent thing, I think girls who have parents that they can talk to them about sex, I think they are very lucky, because it is very difficult to talk to my mother about sex because her mother never told her something about sex, because so it is very difficult. So I just preach abstinence because it is very hard to practice safe sex. Guys, they don't want to use condoms because and it is very difficult when you love this guy, this person. He's so gorgeous, he's so good looking, and you're charming, and you're trying to do everything to impress this guy, and the only thing it is, he's gonna tell you, girl, you have to have sex with me to show me that you love me. And it is going to be very difficult when you're telling him, we must use a condom. It is very difficult because you love this guy. So I just preach abstinence.
It has been said that people need a boyfriend in their life to communicate, to tell everything so that they can be freely open, especially for those who don't have parents that talk to them, So people are in a relationship not just because they love one another, because if my boyfriend loves me, he'll respect the decisions that I make, and he'll know that I'm doing this for the sake of this relationship, So there's that no understanding of why am I in this relationship. I may ask a person, why are you dating a person?